Hey y'all, it's your girl Angel Marie. Welcome back to No Boundaries. Today I have to my left Miss Triana.
Hey.
And then I have Chris.
What up?
And if you do not know, these are some beasts in the hair game. Alright? Y'all know I do a little hair too. But anyway, how y'all feeling today?
Great.
Pretty good.
You?
I'm amazing. I'm a little hot right now. I ain't gonna hold you. The lights are a little, the titties. But anyway, I'm doing amazing. I'm so honored to have you two here today.
We're glad to be here.
Me too.
Oh,
Yeah, it's such a privilege.
this is the Taurus gang, in case y'all didn't know.
Right.
The T3.
Right.
T3. We got,
That's so cool.
right.
We
We got two on both sides of the cusp and one true Taurus.
The worst. That's the worst. Anyway, y'all know we in the hair industry and it is constantly changing. Like every time I turn around, you gotta goddamn put on a circus act. You gotta
Seriously.
you gotta secure half the payment because people will try to dispute, like, or no show, all kinds of stuff. How has the industry been for y'all this year, or what changes have y'all noticed this year?
I think the consistency changed this year. Like more than ever before, like I've noticed the season change. Like before, and I was like, oh, it's slowing down, it's slowing down. I can actually see it now.
Right.
Yeah.
This summer season was one for the books, and I think that's like across the industry. Everyone felt it this summer.
I think that this season have really, people really made getting their hair done a luxury and not a necessity.
Yeah. That's, I like how you put that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now you like, shoot, you log on to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, people doing their own hair at home.
And that's another thing. I thought there was so many different, like, little things that was out this year that wasn't out before, like the little clip-on ponytail, the crochet boho braids. Like,
You can literally buy a bang.
Who's responsible for
Some
this?
Asians, y'all are not gonna outsource us, honey.
right.
You
They're like, oh,
literally-
you guys don't want to buy bundles? All right.
And they make everything popular. Oh, buy your own clip-ins. Oh, seamless clip-ins. Oh, now it looks like it's growing out the scalp. God damn it. Put me in a budget, please.
Put me in the budget. I had to tell one of my clients that. Put me in the. I found out because they talk a lot, so
Right.
it was always like, oh, you cost so much now. You da 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 da, and I'm like, now that I'm having a conversation with you, I learned that you don't pay none of your bills. You got a full-time job.
Bow!
You done traveled here and there. You get your
Yeah.
nails done. You da 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 da. I'm like, yeah, put me in the budget.
Yeah. And that is true. Like, sometimes, like, for me, for instance, like, all right, I know I'm trying to budget my life, honey. I'm trying to save as much as I can. The industry is very unpredictable.
And let's just say this. We're not going up just to go up. Like, yes, we all like money and we all need our raises, but when the economy, when your products that you have to, what it costs to run your business goes up, then it forces the entrepreneur to go up
Yeah,
as
but
well.
let's be honest. Let's cut the shit. Some people outprice themselves, and that's, I mean,
I don't think so.
Yes,
I don't think so.
Not saying
Outpriced?
you.
Not
Some
us.
people,
Not
you,
us.
Yeah, some
I
people,
can't say
you
not
buy
us, but
quality
we've seen it.
product. You
We've
buy
seen it.
quality product. I understand
We've
your
seen
point.
it though.
But there are people who say, well, if this person charging that, I'm going to charge that too.
No,
You
damn well
ain't-
their services aren't up to par.
I only can
Their
speak
products
for.
aren't up to par. Like, yeah.
I
you
can
know,
only
have
speak for a
asked the job.
veteran. As a veteran, I can only speak
but
from
you've
that.
seen it.
Don't act like you don't.
But you've seen
Well,
Don't
it.
act
yeah,
like
I
you even wonder
think
you
as a
ain't seen
veteran,
that.
I think as a veteran, when the younger stylists look up to us, they kind of feel like they can do what we do,
And it's like, baby.
and not realize,
But I
like
feel
you
like
said, not
even
realize
more-
we earned this spot. Like
right.
we
Even
did.
more now than ever, I think like it's important to go after your target audience.
Yep.
Like, because no matter what, my nail tech knows I'm coming to get my nails done every
Right.
2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, because I have to. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want my nails left in a mess. So it's like going after those people that you know,
Our lawyers.
are loyal, or people who you know have to come in and get their hair done.
Yeah,
Or
and
the
they
women,
value-
you
yeah.
know, they need their hair done for work.
Yeah.
So it's just actually going after the right audience.
Yeah.
Really.
But that also takes taking a step back and just observing, like, okay, this is how this person built this clientele. This is how this person got this client. It wasn't just, hell, we all done started with somebody who looking for a discount.
Seriously.
Okay.
And then eventually we grew to people who like, all right, now I know the value of my time. Now I know that like, hey, now I got 1,000 people who want this style. I'm not gonna keep it the same price. Now you overworking me.
Right.
And now I don't even want to do the style. But if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it at a price that I feel like is worth my time. And the people who are gonna come to you are the ones who can afford you. And I always tell people, there's no hard feelings. You go to who you feel like is worth your budget.
Yeah.
Because there are wonderful stylists at each level.
Yeah. There's a price point for everyone.
But and that's what kind of ruins it when everybody's trying to be like
$500,
baby.
Yeah.
You using a rat tail comb from God knows where. Your flat iron about to break all the hair off. Like, what have you actually invested in? You know. Anyway, it is interesting to see how much the culture of the salon culture has shifted. And just kind of like, it's kind of sad actually too when you be on TikTok and you be like, oh, I'm closing my salon today.
Yeah,
or
it is sad. It's almost like discouraging a little bit too, because you're like, if I see stuff like that, a lot of times I'll be like, I don't want to see this shit. Like, I don't even want you to explain it, because the same shit might be going on for me, and I'm like, nope.
Right. Like,
it is discouraging, but you just have to realize like everybody has a different dream.
Yeah.
Everyone's process is going to be different.
But on the flip side, I look at it too as a learning curve too, because you know, you kind of like, as coming into this industry, I didn't think I want to work for myself or I want to be an entrepreneur. I just was like, this is what I want to do. But
like, I never, thinking about being a hairstylist, I never was like, ooh,
I want to be,
like,
I didn't,
be my own boss.
yeah, like that kind of hit me later when I was like, what, I'm an entrepreneur. What?
And that's what, I feel like the same for me. I was just like, oh, I enjoy doing hair. People like how my hair look. Let me just do their damn hair too. I wasn't even charging the prices I should have charged back in the days.
Right.
And so for me, even like becoming an entrepreneur or somebody's boss, like that wasn't in my cards at all. Not what I was looking at. I just so happened to be working for myself, help my homegirl out, help my sister out. Next thing you know, I done put myself in the damn predicament to be somebody's boss.
You know what? And I think I like shy away from even that term. We're like, oh, you're the boss. I'm like, ooh.
I know, it's like, that's not like boss.
Everything you do.
So I'm like, I'm the owner.
Look, everything you do, that's what the comments say.
I know, like,
boss. She a real boss, my boss
like,
B.
I'm just a woman who's doing
I don't get called a boss though. Like, is that a woman's thing? Because I don't get called a boss.
You gotta get
People don't say like, oh, that boss nigga. I don't get called that. Oh, shoot. Sorry.
God damn, is the spirit out right? Trying to take this cup.
Right, it's coffee, y'all. This is coffee.
Well, you know, I don't know. It's just the illusion working with you because
I'll just keep
that whole boss chick terminology.
Yeah, I don't like
baby.
it. I really
I'm working until my husband comes.
working woman.
Until my husband comes.
I just don't want to be broke, but I also don't want to be, you know, so.
Even becoming like a boss, I really did it to solidify like my own workspace. Like, gratefully I was able to solidify other people's, but for the most part it was for me to solidify my own workspace. And then like, of course, starting out, I did it because even the people that came with me originally, like, we were like family. So to me, I feel like, well, we was doing this together.
Right. Yeah, and y'all know me. I was always in and out. I was an at-home hairstylist, and my at-home salon was very
she wasn't
nice.
just an at-home hairstylist. She had a salon in her house. She wasn't doing hair out of the living room.
Yeah, I had a whole situation.
Whole salon
in
her house.
She had a bowl.
Right.
She had a shampoo bowl.
We were not free shampoo. She was not having people come blow dry. She had a salon in her home.
And I think a lot of that was for me is because I'm such a, like, people think I'm like so friendly, but I really am an introvert and I like my own personal space. But when you have other people that naturally want to work with you, it's like, all right, now we done outgrown this little spot and now y'all kind of forcing my hand. So, you know, it's interesting what this path can take you. I'm trying to clear my way up out of here. But, you know.
These two are trying to get out.
Baby,
Lord,
me up. I love it.
Free me, Lord. Free me.
Doing hair. Like, yeah, fuck this.
Right, and I think, like, I want to get to a point where I'm maybe doing it once or twice a week, but not full time. I don't want it full time, and I don't want everybody in my chair. I want the people that understand me. Because, you know, I don't enjoy when some people, because, you know, when you are a high earner stylist, people be feeling entitled, like, oh, I'm paying you $1,000. You need to do that. Bitch.
See, I like my girls. Like, I guess, like, I don't know if I weeded out the people I don't.
They weed
I don't fucking like her I know like clients constantly change. So eventually, like before, I'll probably be like, fuck, she's coming in today. But for the most part, I love.
Right, because once upon a time, she had that little bald-headed lady with the little mohawk.
Shut up.
I bet she's the one that's gonna be watching this.
Somewhere in her dungeon.
And it doesn't work if you know who they're talking about.
Right.
But I mean, yeah.
Not in her dungeon.
But that is the thing too. Like over the time, people do weed themselves out, and I'm almost at a point where I'm gonna just cancel the relationship myself. Like, have y'all felt like y'all had to do that?
Yes.
So you dead ass.
Definitely. I think I've been forced. It took me a minute to even get to that place, but I think I've been forced to do it at some point. Like, because sometimes people get beside themselves,
and you're
and they get
very patient.
And so I've had like clients like try to. Well, I had one in particular try to, what do you call that? She tried to stand up to me, like she was like square up, like, and I'm just like, I would never put my hands on a woman, but I will sling you to the other side of the room if you put your hands on me.
Do you feel like because you're a man, they feel like they can get away with more?
Well, yeah, I think so.
And because you're very subtle. I mean, you got a mouth on you. Let's not.
I mean, I got a mouth, but as a hairstylist, we're already considered like a softer kind of guy, until we not,
What you gonna do about it? Sit down and get your hair done off.
I was like, you gonna get your hair done or not? Let me know.
Like that one client who pulled up here. How did you move?
I was like, look. All I was saying to myself was like, Chris, don't lose no money today. That's all I was thinking. Like,
and as a hairstylist, you gotta be not so much a kiss ass, but
it's just being accommodating.
Yeah, I'm very accommodating and understanding.
Yeah.
But
and knowing that sometimes people have a bad day.
Disturbing my spirit. Yeah. When you leave, you are blocked.
Yeah.
Like I will block you once you leave. I will make it such a pleasant appointment. You think you can make the next one?
I gotta get like that. For me, I just be like,
oh Lord.
Honestly, I don't know.
It don't take you no time. I've seen you block people on the first.
But I be feeling like
no, we got coworkers, or at least one coworker we know that will block you on your on your consultation.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work for me.
Yeah, you weird. You're not gonna.
You won't even make it through the email, honey. And I literally consider going through email only. Like I don't even like. Let me control who. Yeah. I want to control who I'm even about to see. Like,
well, that is a way to control it, not having it open. But I never want to get to a point where like. I don't like talking to people. That's another thing. If I had to talk to all the women that I've seen in a week before they got there, no, hell no.
Yeah.
My nurse always do that because they have like a lot of questions, and sometimes you realize like you just want somebody to talk to.
And are you even about to book?
I think I'm okay with people who come and we're just having a conversation, but like there are people who will come and just dump on you.
Oh yeah.
And you'd be like, wow.
I ain't never seen a good day.
Yeah, and it's every time. I can see if it's just sometimes because everybody has their moments, but like all the time, you're like, God.
That's why I give it a couple of times. And usually, like you say, I let them weed themselves out. Like I just might be dry, or like I told one client straight up, hey, moving forward, please contact the email. Do not text me. Oh, speaking of texting, boundaries, baby. How do you maintain boundaries in this industry? Because let people tell it, we work 24/7.
You know, and I think about it like when my clients are texting me. Well, let me say, because I feel like I have the relationship with some that they might know I was out because I just seen them, so they're asking me about an appointment the next day. That's fine. But I feel like when it's people just like constantly reaching out to you at 10:30, 11:30 at night, and they're like, hey, you see my text message?
Or even earlier, I got some that text me at 6:30 in the morning.
Like just because you're sending a message don't mean that I have to reply right away. You do not have 24 access to your doctor.
I just try to ignore. I don't even fuss at them about it. I just ignore them, and I get to them like 2 days later.
Yeah.
Yeah, a day or 2 days later.
But now I gladly ignore it. Like if my off day say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and you text me Sunday midnight,
Now, if
That's
you need an
what
appointment for
I don't see
Wednesday,
it.
then.
And no, I'll get
But-
to it
but
Tuesday
usually-
evening, but I'm not.
But
Sunday,
you don't
come
have to
on
text
now,
me
that's
because
the
we
Lord's
all
day.
have booking
Booking
systems.
sites, yeah.
that
Exactly,
you can
and
just-
it's like half the stuff you texting is on the website.
Yeah.
So I don't. That's be one of the most annoying things. Because again, I understand. All right, emergency happened. I want to let her know ASAP. Hey, something's going on. I'm not gonna be able to make it. When really, still, you can go cancel through your confirmation.
But you know what it is?
But-
I realize they don't want to cancel online because sometimes it'll be in
charge.
that window. Right, it's that charge. So how do I cancel? I'm sure
Hey,
you
can you
can.
cancel
And
my?
now I have to text you.
I tried to cancel, but it wouldn't let me.
Yeah,
Per my
because they'll charge
policy.
you half of your
Right.
appointment.
Per my policy, you had 48 hours, and now we're at 36 charged. I hope all is well.
Yeah.
And I used to feel guilty about it, but now it's just like, all right, I don't care. that's a terrible thing to say, but it's just like, if I make it so easy for you to book, the questions are there to cancel, to reschedule.
Yeah.
The
It's like
only-
I'm cheating myself, really.
Yeah, like the only thing you need to reach out to me is if you need to change your appointment to something else, and then you can email that, and I can respond to you within my time frame.
How do y'all deal with like older people or people who just refuse to go on the site and book? Like
I
they
just book 'em. And some people it's just, you know what?
just-
If you don't get on my nerves and you just, hey, you patient with my responses,
Yeah.
I just book it.
Yeah.
There's a certain type of clients though that I don't like.
So,
Those are the ones you don't like. Oh,
But I
sorry.
don't really-
oh, say it loud, then.
But-
Look, that seems to be my demographic at this point. Is my older lady, not old, but like middle age,
Yeah, no, but I mean,
late
I don't
30s,
have a problem
40s
with
to
booking appointments
50s.
for people. I also give people the chance, like if you're in my chair, take this opportunity to book your next appointment.
Right.
I make sure before
Oh
anybody
yeah.
gets up.
Now
I'm
you're
like,
very good at
I'm
that.
like, hey, you want to book your next appointment?
Yeah,
you
you're
don't gotta
very
worry
good
about
at
it
that.
online now. If
Yeah.
you get out of my chair and you be like, no, I'll book it online, and then you're messaging me a whole bunch,
Right.
no,
Now
because
go
I
ahead
gave
and
you
book
the
it.
option to book it while you're in my chair, and I feel like
Right.
that really like sets up my books too. Is pre-booking.
One thing I try to do, well, at least with my favorites, because I be trying to collect the deposit. Child, I need all deposits.
I just still have
I
never
don't do
gotten to it.
deposits.
I've never got into it.
I don't.
still haven't.
Okay, my thing about deposits, because I don't want my money broken up either.
I want it all.
Yeah, I want it
I
all.
want
I like
all
little sprinkles coming in.
$700.
Yeah, like I don't want.
I
my
want
money
all
broken up.
1,200.
And I feel like I don't really get a lot of people that cancel. Like, and if you do, I always got somebody
It's
that
like
just texts
a-
me anyways or it might be a day that I always take those moments of like, you know what, I needed lunch today.
Yeah,
But it happens very rare.
I think for me that when I started taking deposits, it was like I had a couple people like for me it only take a couple times before something gonna be So I had a couple people cancel. So all right, now we gonna take deposits. And at first I started off with $25, but I realized most people don't give a damn about $25. So then I still had a couple
50%.
cancellation. And I think at this point too, this was like during COVID, everybody wanted their hair done. I was booked out 6 months. And then when that 6 month roll up, oh, you forgot you got an appointment. And so at that point, I was like, all right, let me move it to $50. And then people are a little bit more serious about $50. And then again, you still have the opportunity to reschedule and keep your deposit as long as you do it within my window. But if you you don't lose the deposit and have your balance if you anything less than 48 hours.
Unless it was like a extension service, unless it's something that I know I'm coming out of my pocket for.
Well, but I think
Then-
it makes a difference too because most of my services
Yeah,
are 2 to 3
yeah,
hours. So
yeah.
if you cancel, I don't even want to deal with
Yeah.
trying to reach out to people. I don't
And
like.
to fill that big ass block.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
me personally, like if somebody happened to hit me, cool. But 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna reach out to nobody. I'm not gonna post about it because I just, like you say, take advantage of that time. But deposits really help in this time.
Yeah, especially with bigger services.
But
Like I've been guilty. I've been reaping the the consequences of not requiring deposits on my bigger services like
Yeah.
color, and then
Yeah,
people cancel at the
And you
last
have a
minute, and I'm
4
like,
hour
now I
block.
got
Right.
and I'm losing money. You know, I was expecting that $400 or $500, $607,
Right.
depending on
Now,
what it
with
is.
extensions, I will take a deposit just because you can take it.
Because you
Oh,
got
what?
that's you
Yeah,
gotta
for, like,
you
a
gotta
larger
purchase your
service,
stuff
because,
too.
Like a lot of times, like if I, especially something I have to prep for. Now, if it's like tape-ins, and I gotta, because once I peel these fucking tapes, ma'am,
Yeah.
somebody's getting it in the
See,
head today. But
And then like things like color, I take a little bit more. I'd be like, you gotta pay for the color up front for extensions because I'm not doing the color, and you decide you don't even want the appointment.
Right.
Like things, unless I trust you. That's really what it is. It's funny how
Trust.
we have a little wiggle room for
Trust.
people we trust and like.
Right.
You can kind of tell those who are like that, just kind of all over the
they're
place.
patterns.
Like, they don't mean no harm, but they do. But they cause harm. They don't mean no harm, but they cause harm.
See, what I like about most of my clients now, though, like present day, is like if they cancel or, hey, Angel, I can't make it, but take what you need, da-da-da, they'll do that. And then, of course, that makes me be like, it's okay, I'll see you next time.
Because you value my time, too.
But the motherfuckers that be arguing about that $50, oh, no, now you about to get charged. Anyway, this made me sound a little money hungry. But I value my time, people.
I've been very prayerful lately. I was like, Lord, send me the ones where money is not such an issue, where people are not, like, it really does.
For everybody.
But it bothers me when clients
some
say,
of them, the married
you so.
ones who just working to work. That's my favorite client, a married woman who got a rich husband.
But it bothers me when clients always complain about the price, even though they still come. Like, it bothers me when you keep saying, oh, you're so expensive, or you're so this and you're so that.
Right.
I do, maybe because I've had clients from when I was like in my 20s. I'm in my 40s now,
maybe you should have a conversation
and when
with
I'm
them.
in my 20s, like they still thinking about $35 and $40 shampoos, and like they're just like so bothered by it. Even though they still loyal, I still appreciate them being loyal, but I just be like, shut up.
And like right out of hair school, and she recently started coming back to me, and she said something. She's like, "Ooh, I remember when your stuff prices was $50." I just laughed.
I remember too. I be thinking like when I had one client today, and it was $200, and I was like, wow, I remember when I had to take 4 people for $200.
One thing I would say, like when it comes to people like that, I'd be like, have a conversation like, hey, I understand if my price is not
doesn't work for you.
For you.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to feel guilty about what I'm charging because I know my worth. So if you're not comfortable with it, please find somebody. I literally had a conversation with this. Please find somebody within your budget. I appreciate you trying to support me, but if it's hurting you, go somewhere else. And guess what? When that person leaves, you making room for the person that can actually afford you.
When you do go up on your prices, do you put something in there that makes clients feel like, I understand why they went up on the prices?
No, not since online booking has taken place. I used to when you had to send texts and emails out, but no, you just changed that.
You
just changed it.
I don't feel like they came in. Okay.
They're like, I see you went up.
Like,
I don't need no last email or nothing. You don't see it.
Yeah,
because my thing is like,
I say, well, products went up.
You know,
Oh, my rent went up.
Yeah, I remember. I was in the store. Normally, I'm just like, whatever. I said, what the hell did I buy? Well, $20 on shampoo is wild.
Wow. I know, like, for me, too, like, I don't send out no blast email when I change prices. Because usually, I don't change prices a lot. Let me start by that. Like,
I do. If I feel like it's not worth it. If I feel like I just wasted so much time.
People talk about, like,
I'm like, it's emotional. If I feel like I just wasted my time, I could have did 3 silk presses besides this 10-hour color, and I charged less than what I would have made for 3 and 4 silk presses. I'm like, I didn't do that right.
So is your pricing reflective of your time? Like, as far
now
as
they are.
Oh, what do y'all feel like the hair industry is missing right now?
Mentorship.
I think it's missing passion. People just doing shit
for money. I mean, money should be involved in everything if that's how you make your living. But I think
it's the reward though.
There's no like, I think like the mentor part of it. Like, there's not a lot of that anymore.
And I always say, if you want to do it for free, you shouldn't do it at all. So, like, that's why I have no problem. Like, as much as I am about my time and my money, I will still go to, like, events for, like, women who are in need or, like, you know, just
for sure.
volunteering my time
and
my
then, like, realizing that every opportunity is not connected to $1.
Right.
I think it's missing, if anything, it's missing, like, structure as far as like money, like, you know, like when you go on a job and you have your 401k, you have your retire, you know, you have all those things in place. We don't go into it that way.
Is it we or
even
is
if
it
it's,
you? Because when I worked at a corporation in a white salon, they had all that in place for you.
Well, that's still working for a corporation, but let's just be real. Most of us are entrepreneurs.
I mean, because like Andrew, I worked in white salons, and it's day and night. It's people who you see working this as a career versus people operating it as a hobby.
And guess what?
So
And we got
And
a
they
lot of
starting at
traumas.
$10
We got a lot of traumas due
But
to
the thing
slavery.
too, the biggest issue too.
Don't
No,
tell
the biggest issue too is like the assistants
We
feel like they
shouldn't
supposed to
invite
make what you
you.
make.
Yeah.
When you start as a hairstylist or assistant, your ass is
And then my
making
make
$10,
minimum
$12,
wage.
$15 an
Minimum
hour.
wage plus tips.
These
That's just
niggas
what
won't.
it is.
They won't.
For the first 2 years, too.
It's like a build, and that's the thing. Like I remember I met this one girl. I was at this event, and the lady was like, she wasn't an entrepreneur, but everybody else there was, and so she was like, "What tips would you give for getting into a new field?" I said, "Well, first of all, the fuck most." But anyway, I was like, first of all,
Where you
I
from?
believe in
Gulf Coast. Gulf Coast, Mississippi.
Did you catch it?
No, it flew away. But I really believe in sowing a seed into whatever industry you're doing. And sowing that seed means working for free. It means working underneath someone. It means learning the craft, respecting the craft, and then see what you can learn from that person. See what you don't want to do that you want to do differently, and then you take that with you, and then you build your own empire. But just getting out there blindfolded like, oh shit, show me the money. You don't even know nothing. It's crazy.
You don't.
It's crazy.
Because I think everybody have their own ideas of what it's like before you get into it, until you get into it. That's why I say we need structure when it comes, like in school.
Like the only reason why I feel like I'm prepared in the situation that I'm in now is because I've had every job like in the hair industry. I started as a front desk girl, then a receptionist.
That's just crazy that you ended up becoming a stylist.
Right, and then a commission stylist, and then a booth renter.
Assistant,
I started, and I never thought that was going to drive me to where I am now. So thankfully I had that structure, but a lot of people don't. Like a lot of people want to start off as the top stylist, and it's like you can't do that. It's almost like the game knows how much time you're putting in, and you don't get rewarded until you put it in.
And in the moment something happened, oh my gosh, hold on, what do I do here? You would know the answer if you actually took the time to learn.
Yeah.
You know. So.
And I feel like the school sets you up different too, because in school they tell you like you can just go get a suite, you ain't gotta work for nobody.
Who told you that?
Listen, at Aveda they told us that.
Really?
Yes.
You went to Aveda before me.
Yes.
They didn't tell us that at Aveda.
They was like, you don't have to work under anybody. You don't have to do this. Like,
Suite's been around that long.
They encourage.
around it.
Yeah, they just wasn't as popular.
Yeah, but
I feel like when a lot of
girls when we were out of school, a lot of girls open in my class. They open salons right out of school.
Well, I know.
Yeah, I remember the two girls trying to collaborate, and
I know, like for me personally, they encourage us to work at a Aveda salon.
But it's crazy that the teachers don't say, "Yo, no."
It's not
work
even
in somebody's salon until you blah.
That's like telling a little badass kid don't touch the hot stove and they touch the hot stove.
Yeah, like why? What are these teachers telling these? Like they're in the industry.
Not the teacher. I think it's the Instagram.
Now.
I don't know because I don't remember no teacher guiding me to do anything, and this is late '90s.
Like sweets weren't even a thing.
It wasn't, but. They try to say I'm old.
Yeah, when you started,
it was the late '90s.
People was not being
but people had their private. People had their private
office
situations, but it's still like nobody still gave any like what's next. I never got that.
Like right now, nobody knows the shit is all over.
But what I'm saying, if I was a teacher now, I would make sure my experiences starting out. I would start in the salon. I would start in the salon and I would learn from whoever is there. Do not try to, work your way into that.
There was nobody in. Well, also when I was in school, I was an assistant, so that was like another thing.
I was too. I was a cashier / assistant.
Now we did have people that would come.
But there was no teacher that was like, stay at the salon as long as you can, and work on this. Yeah.
But honestly, I feel like when I was in school, it wasn't even a thing about being an entrepreneur. It was more so finding a salon environment.
Yeah, you didn't think. I didn't think entrepreneur.
Perfecting your craft.
Yeah, I didn't think entrepreneur until I realized, like, wait.
I literally just saw a video not too long ago. A man was like crying, boo hoo hoo, and that I gotta close my business. So I'm thinking he's talking about a real business. Yeah, I would be celebrating when I close Playhouse Music down. Okay. Let me just say that. But anyway. The man was like boo hoo crying.
These two went out.
Well, because I just feel like my mission in life, hair is first love, right? Hair is first love, but for me, again, this wasn't even like, if I had to think about where I wanted to be at, like, I'd rather be on Instagram doing my own damn hair than dealing with people.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's the whole platform of its own.
Yeah, I'd rather do that. Like I'd rather just do my
one
own
thing that as stylists we have not taken leadership and control of is the DIY, you know, do it yourself, or even
It's
education.
Like,
I think because we always looked at it as YouTube is just such a. That's for people. But we don't really do like tutorials. We don't do enough tutorials.
As a professional.
I guess because we
But I think
ultimately
like
feel like, ultimately feel like we want people to
Yeah.
come to us, but people do need guidance.
But I think it's also like y'all
All these other
was
little
in that
rink-a-dink.
generation where the game was sold and not told. Now we in the
First
industry
of all,
where the game
I am in
is
your
told.
generation. I'm not that much older than you. Don't play.
But I'm just saying, like
y'all generation.
But come on now, like
Yeah, I'm
my
telling you, I
generation
would
is more like let's do tutorials. Let me show you how to do this style. Y'all generation is more like
Not
take
y'all.
a class.
Now my
Take a
generation is
class.
different
Trey's
from
at least
Trey's
like 5
still.
years older than me.
But Trey is like 12 years younger, no, 9 years younger than me. So.
But do you not feel like y'all were more so taught to pay for a class and go attend the class versus looking at YouTube and
But
Instagram?
y'all been doing it at the same time. So y'all in the industry
start
around
my
the same
hair.
time.
I mean, I've been in the industry my whole life.
Because you was
but
a grown, you was an
professionally-
adult.
Yeah.
Professionally, I didn't start the industry until 2015.
Then mine's 12.
Well, yeah.
Got like 3
3
years.
3 years. But what's your
That's a
question?
big difference.
What's the question?
But no, even when I was in hair school, it still wasn't like YouTube was more of the thing. So no, not really. And then also when I was in school, I was also working in white salons where they took pride in like actually teaching you. So we had continuing
Yeah.
You had
education
to do
in the salon.
classes.
Yeah, you had to like.
Sunday morning.
Especially because we were a Veda Concept salon. So, you know, a Veda Concept salon, you already have those Veda classes
Yeah.
and you have to attend. So, yeah, no.
I think, you know, for me personally, that's what I was saying. I seen somebody online, he's like crying that his business is closed and I shouldn't.
What type of business is it?
It was a salon suite in a.
When I tell you, when I close my salon suite, it's gonna be celebrate good time.
But the thing about it was, it was just crazy because I was like thinking he had like a business. He was like, but I just got fresh out of cosmetology school and I gotta close my business. Well, that's your first fucking problem. You should have never been there because you shouldn't like. Where's your client?
That's what I'm saying. Like, who was his teachers in school? Like, what
See, and then,
advice?
I feel
Not
like-
saying that he didn't know that, but
I worked around a lot of older stylists who took their careers serious too. So I feel like they guided me more. Like, you know, like I just seen it from a different angle. So
But I think
I just
never
knew I
wanted
was.
to
I
be-
just knew I wasn't good. So I
just
had
never
to
wanted to be by
assist first.
myself. Like,
Yeah,
I
like
never wanted to be by myself. Like, and
gotta assist
that's what made
first.
me want to get into like doing hair, or that's what like I loved about doing hair was like the salon environment, into like the community of it. Like I love the
see,
community
I'm like a
of it.
50-50, and y'all know that my entire time of being with y'all, I've always been 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Like, I love the community, but I also love just being in my own space. But I think,
If
too,
you talk to Angel too much, she gets irritated.
I wasn't even a morning person, but I've been
right.
working
And there
on
was
myself
moments
more.
where I would come and I would be like, "Hey, Angel," and she'd be like, "Leave me alone." I'd be like, "Well, dang."
Not in the mood.
Okay.
Don't talk to her for the first 15 minutes when you get there. Don't be loud. Hey, Angel, good morning. No.
Like, bruh, we're not about, it's too early in the morning. No, I remember that one lady who got mad and she asked for a pixie, and when I started cutting the pixie, the bitch was like, well, first problem is you're not white. And I was like, I suggest you leave her alone, because I walked off.
Oh, Lord.
Right.
I was like, after that, I was like, oh, hell no. But I don't know. It's so crazy. I mean, I do think this industry is so rewarding because you get to do it. Like, it's no limit to it, honestly. You can teach.
Yeah.
There's so many
That's the
avenues
good
to
part
it,
about
Yeah,
it.
like you do on
It's
set.
a great industry. I would just
Yeah.
say it's been a blessing to me.
Oh, it's definitely been rewarding.
I know they always
It's
hear us
I
complaining,
feel like this
but
is really one industry where you can go the corporate route or you can go
Or
the
you can go the-
entrepreneur route.
Right.
It's like you can do either or.
yeah.
And that's one thing, like that's why I'm like, it's my first love. Like, I love hair. I love being creative. But I
then
do
there's-
think sometimes you can become stagnant on what you're doing, the same
Yeah.
thing over and over and
But
over.
then there's
and that's
more.
when I check out.
There's more besides just independent and corporate. There's
Set work,
set work, there's
editorial,
there's
fashion.
fashion.
But that's the
yeah.
corporate route too, because then you're.
I don't know. It depends on.
Set work, you clocking in. You got to be there. You got to schedule.
Yeah, but they only have your time for what you scheduled for. And it's like a pro and con, because the thing for me, whenever I look at set work, I always think like this is an opportunity for me to meet people that I probably wouldn't meet on an everyday basis. So I can take that relationship and make money outside.
I mean, you've done a lot of on set work.
And I enjoy it, and then I don't enjoy it. So it's kind of like
she's also done set work in another state. She travels to do set work.
Shout out to
Lisa Ray. I'm a traveling hairstylist. I have clients that pay me. Right, Charles. Lisa Ray? Did you say Issa?
Lisa. I said Lisa Ray.
But I don't know. One thing, that's why I'm like, this journey has been so amazing and so beautiful. Like, if I cut out all the other shit, like one day, even on set in LA, in Beverly Hills, I'm like, I'm set in Beverly Hills with the man who fucking produced the Kim Kardashian show. Like, it was, this is the moment.
I'm proud of y'all.
But I'm proud of all
I'm proud of you more so because, well, yeah, all of you guys, but you, I remember when, boy.
It was first day of the
Her first day, he was 23 years old, boy. But I was like, look at her, she's so cute.
Black platform, knee-high boots.
She's looking all Asian and stuff.
And that's the part
She's cute
of,
and bubbly. She's all bubbly.
Speaking of that, that's one thing, I don't know what's going on in y'all suites or your salon, but I feel like stylists don't even show up no more like stylists. It's like, what the fuck do you have on?
Yeah.
We have a dress code.
But are they trendy? Are they fun with it?
I mean, for the most part, I feel like we're really into athleisure wear. So we really wear
But who said stylists got to show up like that? What does that mean?
For me, I just miss maybe it's my personality, but actually just getting dressed to even though I'm
and I be wanting that, but then I realize but when I as a stylist and a salon owner, I just feel like a lot of times I'm like, I want to be on my feet. I want to be comfortable. I don't want to.
You can be comfortable and
I be comfortable and cute, but I feel like my comfortable outfits are workout stuff. So that's what I do. I just make it cute. I feel like once you have your hair, your makeup done.
I do feel since I've been, so I used to work at Khryzhenryhair J Salon, or even before then, Gaucher Salon. We always had an all black policy or black, gray, white, and I actually, since I've been in my suite, I've really been loving that. No, I've been loving the fact that I get to wear yellow and red today. So I've just been trying to
work out of it.
Just trying to at least, but I do try to look like something. I don't want to look like nothing, like I just came to work.
I just miss the trend.
Maybe that's me working with
the white girls. I love the white people. Yeah, the white people be eating it up when it comes to style.
I can say that. I feel like the personality is brought out by what you wear.
We're not about to celebrate no white people like that.
We're
not white queens.
We always
love how y'all dress and y'all.
No, it's not wrong.
I can't say that the hair industry. You see a difference. They look more like.
There's nothing wrong with what white people do.
They keep their hair done. They keep
their
makeup
I'm
done.
not about to say white people are right. White is right because that's what I feel like we saying. White is right. I'm not saying white is right. They do it the way they do it, and we do it the way we do it.
You can't leave a salon and somebody can guess you do damn hair. You're not showing up correctly.
But what do you look like when you do hair? Just because you wear all black?
No, it's just something about the aesthetic of a hairstyle.
I can't explain it like a lace black dress.
We not saying. I'm not saying. I'll speak for myself.
No. How you style
look like hairstyle. I can't say that.
The makeup is done. It's like showing up for yourself.
I'm not saying white is right. I'm not about to say white is right.
I'm not saying they're right. But
that's what you're saying.
It's a difference. But they take their career a little more serious when it comes to hairstyling. It's a difference. And I know that no one wants to admit it, but it's a difference.
You showing up with bonnets, booty shorts.
However way we show up, we're amazing. We're amazing. We have been through a lot of stuff. And it's still going on. It's still going on. Maybe if we didn't have to go through slavery, we would have been dressed up in black all day too. Jeans and black. I'm just saying, maybe we would have had a little whatever. But
if you want the clientele, show up for yourself. I want to be able to look at you and say,
a clientele will come. It don't matter. It don't matter what you're doing. Your clientele gonna come based off of who you are, how you are. You're gonna attract that demographic.
I feel honestly, like if going out, like
No.
I felt like if my hair wasn't always together, I don't think I would have the type of clients that I would have.
Because people look at you like that.
Because they're like, oh, your
Well, I ain't
hair.
gonna say the type of clients, but you
All
will.
the time I do hair, like because they're like, oh, your hair's so pretty. I'm like,
Well, that's your type, but that don't come from white people.
no, I'm not saying it's white people, but I'm saying like it's a difference. Like
It is a difference, and I don't care what you say.
A
Chris.
difference of
My
what?
thing is, when you
What's
go
the
out
difference?
and
That
you look
when
like
we
a
what? We can look like a hairstylist, but as black people, like I'm not saying that we can't look like hairstylists as black people, but I'm not saying that they set the tone for how we look.
But I think
That's what it sounds like y'all was saying to me.
A little more serious than we do, and that's just the
Like
truth
I
of
said,
it.
my white
I
girls
don't
gonna come with
know.
some buns.
I don't know if I can say that they take it seriously,
makeup.
more
Okay, so me
seriously.
and Andrew are working in white salons. We can both say that they take.
You
it
have
more
to like.
I mean,
Literally,
I'm around white
the
people now, but
the requirement that I had when I worked at a white salon, you had to have some makeup.
I
on.
think
Whether
we
it's
all take
some
it
blush,
seriously now.
Fuck no. I'm talking about not just.
But I think you have white people who
right.
take it seriously, white people who don't take it seriously. And you got black people who take it seriously and black people who don't take it seriously. You're not about to put black people on no serious and white people on
I can only
serious.
speak from my experience, Chris. Okay,
No.
I don't know who you work with, Hillbilly Tom, but what
The
I'm
white,
saying
no,
is-
we're not about to give white people all
the
that
thing
credit.
what I'm saying is like,
We about to still celebrate our white people, our black people.
versus independent. Because corporate
My thing
salons
is,
do
like,
have a different.
We got black corporate salons, Naja,
My
like
thing-
the River.
and- I'm gonna
She
hold my tongue
is-
because that's Renee client.
No, but I'm saying like her salon has been.
And her people look dressed apart. They don't go. Looking
Okay,
like
but that ain't got to
boo-boo.
do with white people. That got something to do with how she carry her business. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is like,
There's more.
if you-
There's more of that in their community than it is in ours. That's
My
So
thing
white is
people
right.
look
no,
like-
it's not. No,
People
the fuck it's
complain
not.
about
No,
not
the fuck
getting
it's not.
clients.
First of all, we have a woman black president.
I'm not
on
about
ballot
to.
Right now.
Right.
So we are not about to.
Politics
I'm
is
not
crazy.
about
How do
to-
we-
Yeah, I'm not about to
Okay,
give them
change,
all that.
change.
Okay, this is all.
Now,
I'm
they've
saying,
had the-
Chris.
they've
All right,
had
this
the
is all I'm saying,
opportunity.
'cause he got well, a little slavery.
Now they've had the opportunities. They have the opportunities. They have the resources. They have a lot.
I
We
agree.
do gotta go through more to get
That
what
has
to
nothing to do with
obtain.
getting your ass dressed and taking off booty shorts and putting
But
on
what I'm
something
saying, like
proper.
part of being hood is part of what we. It's part of.
I am the
No.
booty
You're not saying it's a
shorts
part
chick.
of being
It's
black.
part
I am
of.
from the hood and I still get
But
my ass
it's
dressed for
no.
work.
But the hood mentality is part of a residue of what we have gone through.
Chris,
It
that's all I'm
is.
saying. This is all I'm saying.
It
If
is.
you can sit there and slay your client hair, why can you not take that time to do your own hair?
It just
before you
depends
show up
on
to
what
work?
people feel.
Why
It
do you
depends
have
on.
on
It depends on the
clothes?
outlook.
But
Some people feel like no, because
Nobody
you know
says you have to
I
look
came
like
up in
every day.
Decatur. Like no, like my first 15 years of my career was in Decatur, and in Decatur the thing was if your hair is not done, I know you can do some hair. If
But
your
why
hair is
that-
done,
Why is that in the?
because that means you busy. That means people love you. That means
Why
you
can't you
booked
still pull yourself
and
together?
busy. Because that means you booked and busy. You don't got no time.
busy.
But that means you don't got no
busy.
time.
Guess
But I'm
what?
saying that was the mentality. That was like you don't got no time to put yourself together because you so busy getting everybody else together.
Well, I'm gonna be honest.
So
One
all
thing
I'm saying is
still
that
women-
it's part of our culture.
One thing I would appreciate and like to see differently in this culture is that people actually be hairstylists. Like, I want you to be the blueprint of what you promoting. I want you to look like your target audience.
Honestly, I feel like because that's what like made me want to be a hairstylist.
I'm gonna have to buy you a new candle in a minute.
Hairstylists should be the it
Yeah,
girl.
it's like you should be a girl.
Like, literally.
Not you should be. You could not be. But I
should
feel
be.
like depending.
People should
That's,
look at you like,
um,
I want to. Like,
I
I
wanna-
promise you, it don't matter if I have on fucking cornrows or a wig. People be like, I want to book that. Oh, damn. Okay. Let's book it.
To me, that's like I mean,
guys.
I just think I've been on both ends of the spectrum.
Guys,
Then-
girls are gonna come to you no matter what.
No,
Right.
that's not
Technically
true.
speaking, they say.
Yeah.
No, that's not
Technically
true.
speaking, they say men
Because
get
I'm not-
more clients.
They do.
No,
Studies have shown.
I
Chris
don't.
like, I don't feel
Right. Stay
No. No, I feel like Trey has always had more clients than me. You know, but
That's because
I
I have to
also
work
have
harder.
but I also have been unwilling
I have to work
to.
harder.
I also have been
And you're also
unwilling
not
to
on
work
social
like
media
that
as much as you should have been.
and work with assistant. Like I don't want to work
Yeah, he
with
doesn't want
assistant, so I have to do one at a time.
All right, y'all. I mean, I feel like for a long time you post here and there, but you're not consistent on social media.
What?
And that now you are.
I've been consistent. I have my moments where we take breaks, where we all take breaks, but I've been for the most part consistent with posting.
Not as much as Trey is.
I mean,
It's like a ritual for her.
Well, yeah, I'm not comparing myself to her.
But you did compare your clientele to her, so that's what I'm saying. I feel like if you were actually consistent with your videos, you would have.
I ain't got nothing to do with. No, I'm happy with the volume that I take.
Acceptance of responsibility.
No, I'm happy with the volume. I didn't say that. I wish I had clients. I wish I had clients like Trey. I didn't say that.
You know, it's a story time.
No,
trust me.
I'm booked, and I'm busy. But I don't want to. I'm booked and busy the way I want to be.
Okay,
Not the way.
We love that for you. This is a hustle industry. At the end of the day, we almost close to prostitution. We make money. So how do y'all? It is like we gotta think about like we just
consistently
like
selling ourselves.
We're hustlers.
Yeah,
That is like baby,
yeah.
I need you to sit in this chair.
Yeah.
But anyway, we you know we're gonna make you feel good. But how do you secure? Like how do you make sure you take the proper steps to secure your future?
Man.
Because you know this is an industry you
It's
get
been
that
a long
money.
road.
You
Yeah, it's
spend
been
that
a long
money.
road with that. I think the slow moments is what brought me to that, or even 2020. Yeah, like 2020 have really like made you think like, oh my God, like dang, I'm not prepared.
You ever think sometimes like, damn, what if everybody stopped booking today? Like
what?
Well, yeah, I'm like, damn, what if nobody ever came back? Like,
Yeah.
that's scary.
Yeah.
And I think like one thing I will say, shout out to Aveda, is like one thing my professors was heavy about is like, all right, y'all, you gonna make money in this industry, you gonna spend it, but you gotta make sure you have a savings and you building your own retirement if you're not working for somebody. And also shout out to my father because he was somebody who was like, all right, Angel, set up these accounts for when you retire.
Yeah.
So you know that's one way I try to secure my future, but I don't get to see it until I'm like 65.
Yeah. It's
Well,
like retirement is like
that plays a big part though, how you
does.
grow up, your parents and what they instill in you. Like my parents been on hustle mode since the beginning of time, so they never even think to say, make sure you
Put this aside for the future.
Yeah, because they still in the hustle.
See, I have a sister that's like a super planner in life, and she freaks out at everything.
Cool.
So
Your sister.
Yeah, so she makes sure that like, think about this, think about life when you're not. So that, but I feel like just you have like the proper like retirement fund set up.
We
You have
just
a son now, so that
Yeah, I
makes you
know.
think.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, that's the scariest thing. Is like, ooh, I got somebody that's dependent on me. So
But even is developing the art of saving, like,
Yeah.
like we don't
and
be
then, like knowing investments.
Yeah.
Too. Like
sort of.
life insurance.
You know, I've
is an
invested.
investment hack.
All right, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen the news, honey, but they trying to fight this battle where people are not required to get their cosmetology license. What do y'all think about
I
that?
think it's fucking crazy.
It's horrible.
Give me my
Because-
motherfucking money back.
I feel like cosmetology license is more than just doing hair. It's disease and infectious control.
Yeah.
Like
Biology.
so, yeah, it's like so. I wouldn't want somebody doing chemicals on my hair that don't know how to properly measure, take the precautions to make sure I'm not harmed in a way, like make sure I'm not burned.
Right.
I don't have chemical burn. I don't have scalp.
Okay, two things. I think, but what about the stylists who only do like twists?
Honestly, I feel like
Natural styling, like they don't do
No, hold
any
on,
chemicals,
hold on.
any color, any.
I feel like
relaxant.
everybody should be required because the thing about it is if you don't understand traction alopecia, you pulling this person's hair and it's now they got bald spots. You can't explain it, but you still going over doing the same
Good
thing.
point, because it's more than just doing your
It's
hair.
more than
It's
just doing
it's
hair.
all
But I
about
forgot about, like, traction
analysis of the
alopecia and all that,
scalp.
yeah.
Yeah, like,
Analysis of
oh,
the
you have this
skin.
going on, but you gonna keep doing the same thing, not realizing that's a weak spot. Like that spot needs to be taken care of.
Yeah.
You don't know how to do trim, so what are you doing? What are you maintaining?
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like whether you're a braider, whether you do color extensions, you need to learn cosmetology. Like you need to go to school and get your license.
I feel like them trying to even take away a license, it's like dumbs down our industry.
Yeah.
Or run me my money back because cosmetology school was not cheap.
I mean, we already have a hard time fighting for people to take us seriously.
And then to do
And
no
then to
license,
do no
it's
license,
like dump
yeah.
it down to a hobby.
Yeah, then they gonna really be like,
And it's something.
we didn't even have to get a license
It's
for
an
that.
industry that you definitely need to be trained in. It's not just something
I
you
feel
just.
like it'd do more damage to the newer stylists than the older stylists because we have our license. So honestly, I feel like that's what's gonna set apart. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
you wanna go to somebody who don't have a license, or you wanna go to somebody who has a license?
right, y'all. With this industry, we know it's the ups and downs, the rewards,
Let's
the
talk
dead, all
about
that.
sweets though,
Boy,
because
shut the fuck
I always
up.
feel like people have a negative outlook on sweets who have never been in a sweet before.
I mean, technically, I've been in a
if
sweet.
you've been in a sweet, then you can.
What do you enjoy about your sweet?
I enjoy being able to create my own environment.
That's the best thing that comes out of sweet. Other than that, nothing.
Well, now you've been on
nothing?
both sides, so it's like when it's
No.
in comparison.
Because everything else is the same to me. Like, what are you talking about?
No, like you get to control your environment. That's the biggest and the most important thing. But outside of that, what else?
I know, but you said it like it was like that's the
Chris,
only
I
little
was
benefits.
a professional at-home stylist. You know I'm down for solitude. But at the same time, I feel like
I'm only 3 months in.
I
But
think
so far it's been.
it's an amazing journey.
It's a peaceful.
Because you get to guess what? You get to
Especially as a
interact with your clients
seasoned-
more. You get to interact with your clients more. You're focused on them.
I mean,
And
like
create a-
that. I don't gotta. Yeah, I realize. No.
You don't feel like you focus on your
My
clients
first
more?
month, I realized that that's what I'm gonna have to do. Focus more on them because there's no conversation nowhere else. It's just us.
Yeah.
And so, but
That's why I don't
it's
like
been
it.
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been all cool. But you don't know you don't like it because you never
I
did
know,
it.
because I know the type of person I am. I know the type of
She
stylist I
never did
am.
it.
I'm not a talker. I don't want
But
to
y'all, she
only
never
be-
did it, so she don't know.
I've never
yet.
done it, but I know even working in the salon with by myself before the other stylists get there.
I guess my point is,
I don't like
we
this
should not
is-
discourage it
I don't
because.
discourage
I don't discourage
Because we say like I was at the salon next door.
Personality that-
I was at the salon next door talking, and I was talking to Chauncey,
Yeah.
and she was like, she was in the suite before too, and then we asked one of her coworkers, I would never go into a suite. And I was like, bro, you don't even know what it's like. And it also gives you, it depends on what your goals are too. If you are wanting to be at some point maybe a salon owner, or you want to just be like
Because you know that's what
an
Sweet
owner.
originally came out for. It was
Yeah.
the transition from you go from a salon to a salon suite,
Yeah.
and you go to open up your own salon.
Yeah.
It was never supposed to be like you're stuck in a salon suite.
Well, I don't know because now it still
But
sounds
now
negative
it's
when you say stuck. Because if that's people's desire
No, I'm
and
saying that-
they're great with it and they're successful with
Well,
it,
that was
then
that
there's
was
not
their-
nothing.
that-
Then there's
that
not
was-
nothing stuck about it.
We have
It's
our
just
perspectives. We have Queen Salon. I'm gonna stay in a salon my entire life. We have an in and out. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck is good for me. And we got Mr. King.
who been in situations. Period.
But my thing is, my only issue with a salon suite is when people do it who do not have an established clientele because it's stupid to
Well,
me.
yeah, that's
You're wasting money.
well, that's hurtful. Even if you go into a salon paying booth rent.
No, because
No.
salon suites
It's
are going
the
to cost
same.
more than a salon.
I feel like being in a salon
It-
environment, I
somewhat.
feel like you have more room to grow. versus
And you
being-
also
No,
have
yes,
other people's
that.
clients
But
that
what
you
I'm
can
saying
leverage.
is, you would not accept a stylist who don't have a clientele to come into your salon paying booth
Yes,
rent.
I would, because I have
But
no,
that's
I don't-
still-
your man might pay your booth
But
rent,
it's
girl.
the
I
same
have no problem with
thing.
that. I would never
What
do
I'm
that.
saying
You
is,
have to have a clientele, girl. If
it's
you
the
pay $50,
same.
No,
It's
not,
the
because
same
the price point-
consequence where
the
you
price
pay
point
it
is
out your
different.
pocket.
and not having a return.
Paying almost $400, paying $200 to $250. Come on now.
No,
Like,
let's
it's
not say almost 400 because now you're putting people in mind that it's 400. It's not 400.
No, I've been.
Okay, sweetie.
Well, the ones.
360, 350, depending on where you're at. There's 320s, there's
Wide ranging from.
340s.
All right, so paying booth rent, you're gonna pay between $150
Booth rent,
to $300, $350.
booth rent, and salon suites are the same exact thing.
No, they're not.
They're just, there's one that's where you're in a community,
yeah.
and then there's one that's not.
So let me ask
That's
this:
all.
do you have to pay for a business license being in the salon suite?
I mean, it just depends.
Do you?
Yes.
I have it.
Look, yeah, say yes, Chris. Just
I have it.
Say
A
yes.
business license is what, $60
No,
one
it's not.
time?
No, it's not. It's more than that.
I haven't done it.
I paid $500 for my business license.
Yeah, me too.
No, I haven't done it, and
But
it
what
wasn't
I'm saying
required.
is the expenses are different. Like if you.
But so
I
what?
think if you go
$500
in a salon suite, you
A
have to have
business
the
license
personality.
is any business, so don't limit it to salon.
No,
so
because
any
you can have
business
an
you have.
LLC and do a business. When you open an actually location, you need a business license.
Right.
If you don't,
But there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, but so
No,
what?
what I'm
$500.
saying, I don't
Your daddy can give you $500.
My daddy not paying. I'm a grown ass woman.
Don't act like your daddy won't give you $500.
No, Chris, you're being attacked. But what I'm saying is like, if you're someone
I know what I'm talking
who
about.
knows and understands their point, the best thing for you to do is start.
I would say
and
yes,
grow to that.
yes, but that's any business. Any business, you need to be in a community of people, or you have a mentor or something like that. That's any business, period. So all I'm saying is like, don't make sweet seem like they're ruining our industry.
Oh, they definitely ruined them. There's a sweet on every block like McDonald's.
They're not.
They did.
No,
I think
they
it's
didn't.
a community out of salon. I do.
But everybody don't want community.
No, a lot of people are.
But everybody don't want community.
I got my own salon.
But what's wrong with having your own?
There's nothing
There
wrong
are
with it. You
people.
cannot afford it. It's
There are people who want their own entity without having the responsibility of a big salon.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
And
those
that's-
people. But we're talking about the people who are chasing a high, a
The
look,
majority.
a vibe,
I don't know.
aesthetic.
I can't say that
Take
because
yourself out of it.
no,
Not
because
you
when
do
I
it
look
for
at
season style.
the
Oh, yeah.
people who are
Yeah,
in a suite, they're all seasoned, most of them, or they
But you
are
can still
none
be
of them,
seasoned
or
and have
they've
a
been.
clientele for it.
But I'm saying, well, that would be like a bad choice. But it's not the suite because you can still go in the salon and fail the same way.
But I feel like
I've been in a salon where I was losing. I wasn't making no money.
But why?
None.
But no, that's.
And I still had to pay.
No, Chris, all right, let's
And
be
I still
honest.
had to change.
No, let's be honest, Chris.
Right.
Your work ethic in a salon setting and your work ethic in a salon
It's
suite
different.
has changed. Let's be honest, sir. It has changed. You are
How?
posting more.
Well, how you
are
know?
nicer to your
How they
clients.
know?
Nigga, you weren't doing story times before.
I was.
What you talking about? Your work
You
ethic
talking
changed
about
because
in my
it's like-
caption?
It's like now I know I gotta pay. I'm at least. I'm doing at least. I gotta pay this damn money, or it's going on my credit.
Well, that kind of
Versus if I
stuff
can
does-
just leave
well,
after
that-
giving
well,
money,
that-
your responsibility has changed.
Well, of course, anything. That's like when you become a parent. Your responsibility changes. Your mindset changes when you're a parent, right?
Right.
So you think a little broader. You think a little different.
But you're saying you was losing money. No, the truth is you wasn't putting in the same
No,
effort.
when I was
That was the word.
when I was in a salon on commission,
That's a whole
it was
different set.
not nothing that I thought
What
it
year
would
was
be.
that?
2015 to 2016. It was not. Even when I go back to the beginning
But
of my
you're
career, when I was
comparing
at
bananas
J.C.
to apples
Penney,
now. Let's get back to booth rent
It was
and
not
salon
the same.
suites. Let's get back to booth rent and salon suites. Your effort is the only thing that's changed.
but that's fine. That still doesn't say anything that's bad about a suite. There's nothing wrong and
I'm
negative
not saying
about a
there's nothing
suite.
wrong with a suite.
I
But it
think
definitely
it's.
changed the industry though.
But
We
that's
definitely did
fine.
change the industry.
What's wrong with changing the industry? Everything has to change. Everything has to evolve into something.
So everybody should go get a salon suite that they can
I
barely
didn't say
afford.
everybody. The
And then-
people who
Well, that's what
who
changed.
need to can. But the people who failed,
Yeah.
failed. Period.
But the
They learned
to
and
me,
they either went
no,
into
the
a
problem
salon
is
or they
like-
gave this.
The problem
Or they
is
gave
like
up
a
and they
lot of
went
new
and started
stylists-
working data entry.
Chris,
Did it?
exactly. The problem is a lot of new stylists who went into a salon suite and failed now feel like maybe this is not the industry.
And
for
that's
me.
okay.
No,
you gotta
baby,
fail.
no,
you gotta
it's
fail
not
to
about
learn.
The industry is about the route that you took. Like let's
But
go back
that's
to going
their
to the basics.
life. What that got to do with you?
To have you do your setup.
You can't find no salon. You can't find no stylists. Is that what it is?
I got stylists.
You got stylists too.
I stay
So
baby. Shout out to
okay,
my stylists.
so let people do what they're gonna do. Period. But it doesn't.
It's not
I don't
the
think the
industry, it's
suites
the
take
route.
away from the salons.
Yes, they do.
I think that
They do.
it all how.
It gives people-
But how?
It's a fault. I think.
If your salon is full and your salon is full, how?
Because I still feel like
How?
we still see the impact it does on the industry. We're not talking about our
What?
individual salons.
What's
On
the
industry,
impact?
I feel like it gives a false sense of hope. Like,
No, it
yes,
doesn't.
Yes, it does.
I think that there's
There's no reason you
probably.
should be fresh out of school and
But
get
how many people? Okay, I get that. But how many people
And
have
it's that
taken a
simple.
chance in their business? Period. You take a chance. You take a leap.
Yeah.
You don't go into it thinking you're gonna fail. You go into it thinking you're gonna succeed.
Well, I think that's the great thing about the industry is that there
We
you
have
go
a
either
lot
way.
of
Yeah,
options,
like, you can go
and
either
that's
way.
just one of the options now.
It is one of the
And
options.
it's okay.
I'm gonna say go to a salon, honey, and save your money. And maybe this is where I'm at in life. Like I'm at a place in my life where I'm not doing things that don't make sense. I don't want to work a lot.
mutually beneficial. If it's not beneficial.
Well, that too, but it's like I don't want to work a lot no more. I want to focus on building a channel. I want to focus on just doing content.
Okay.
So it wouldn't make sense for somebody like me to involve myself like something like that. Where I gotta make sure I'm bringing in that money.
Let's talk about, because we never talk about it. People always say, "Oh my God, the back in the day, the community, and what we learned from each other, and people would come and you knew your clients, and clients talk to everybody, and they all do this, and we're just a community, and I just miss it, and salon suites is not the way." And I'm like, but everybody was not having fun in a salon. Like, it is not, I mean, there's a upside and there's a downside to it too.
Yeah. Well, that's why.
Yeah, but there was also where you didn't get along with your coworker and y'all wasn't speaking to each other, and y'all wasn't, and you was fighting, and you was fighting each other, and you was arguing with each other in fights, and all kind of stuff went on as well. So it wasn't all peaches and cream either.
I'm not saying that. My thing
and
is,
then you got the yes, you had the camaraderie, but you also had the competition. You also had the haterade. You also had.
That's what made it.
Some of it was fun, but some of it was frustrating.
I think to me personally, that's why I always tell people, try another salon. That might not be the salon home for you. Some people like mess. They like drama, and some people don't like none of that.
Yes, try another salon.
Yeah, for sure.
Try a suite too.
Okay. Go ahead and tell these beautiful people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Trey, TRE _ is my name, or the salon page, Treyana J. Yeah, wait. Oh, no, so. Treyana J Salon.
All right.
On Instagram.
You can find me, khryzhenryhair. I'll spell my name a little special. KHRYZ, Henry, HENRY, hair, HAIR. So khryzhenryhair on Instagram.
Or Chris Henry Music.
Or Chris Henry Music if you want to check out my music. Chris Henry on Facebook and Snapchat.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm so happy that y'all tuned in. As y'all can see, this conversation would have kept going. But anyway, until next time, I appreciate y'all for coming. And make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe. This is my tourist gang. We are different, but we are alike, all in the same way. All right. Bye.